Hey, first of all, I want to apologize because I'm running a little bit behind, but I guarantee you it's for a good deed. I did some good deeds today, and it caused me to run a little bit behind in what I was trying to do today. But it's okay. When you do things for others, God gonna bless other things that you're trying to do for yourself. So it's cool. But let me show y'all some stuff real quick. He was just out there fishing. I wanted to show y'all this lake out here. This the uh this the chill spot right here. Where we come to you know to think, to talk. Sometimes we come out here to grab a bite to eat, relax. You see some people come out here to fish. They got a whole stand up there where you can go out there and get a little bit deep out in the water. Some people come out here and swim. I don't swim. I did when I was younger before I started hearing things about this water out here. I don't swim, but other people do. That's all good. It's probably nothing. But anyway, I wanted to talk today about last week. I want to just kind of go over some of the stuff that I posted, and I wanted to have a little bit of discussion. Um, like I said, I'm late coming in, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So, um, this week I focus on scenarios of relationships where um, you had cheating spouses. You had a little bit of insecurity going on. Husbands looking in phones. We got a whole lot of comments and stuff about it. Like, it's been really exciting, very, very funny. Oh, let me show y'all this. Somebody else coming in that's out there fishing. I'm gonna get me a fishing boat, so I'm going out there, get my son to teach me how to fish the proper way. I never learned. Well, I had one opportunity with my stepdad, but I never really got an opportunity to get into fishing the way that he is. Like I told y'all, basketball was my thing. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Basketball was my thing, so I never really got a chance to do the fishing stuff. But since I've been down here, down south, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. For those just coming, this is the lake. This is where we come to chill. You know what I'm saying? Get some peaceful time. Relax. Sometimes we get a bite to eat, come down here and chill out. It's a beautiful scenery. You can see the skies. It look pretty out here. It's warm. I'm sitting in the car now because I don't want to go out there and sweat. But yeah, I did this live today because I wanted to talk about some of the things that I posted up this week. We had some very, very good discussions about it. A lot of funny stuff. Like, it's been awesome. I put the one video up of the the husband finding out about the wife was messing around behind his back through looking at her cell phone, and we had a lot of comments about that in particular. So let me focus on that. A lot of people don't like the fact of somebody else snooping around in their cell phone. And I can understand it to a point. It's your privacy. But me personally, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I mean, my girl, she can go in my phone. She know my password. That's just me. It don't matter to me. But I understand for the fact. Oh, look, they backing up, picking up their boat. You can see it done live and up front. See, I'm from the city. I ain't used to stuff like this. We didn't have, well, we had it, but probably out in the counties or whatever. Docks and stuff like that, boats. I'm used to city life. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't have a problem with it myself. Like I can go on her phone, she can go on my phone. Um, but I can understand what a person is saying if a person is snooping around, trying to go in their phones, trying to see if they can find something, trying to catch something. Because the problem that I have with it is the lack of trust. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to be sneaking around and let me see who he or she been talking to. Like y'all supposed to have more trust than to be having to do something like that. Like I always found that if you go looking for something, you're gonna find it. But I mean that was a saying, but I don't feel like that. That's what the saying was. But me personally, I got my trust up to a certain level, and until you violate that, you ain't got to worry about me running in behind you, trying to question where you been, how long you taking you get home and all. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that, you know. And like I said, you know, to each his own. Oh, one thing I want to say, there was plenty of different opinions on this. Now I respect everybody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a right to feel the way they want to feel about the situation. I really appreciate the conversation that we had, because we had all around conversation. There was so many discussions. You know, people that was, you know, angry about the scenario, people that you know, against the woman, and people that were saying the man was wrong for what he was doing, looking at her phone. Like it was a whole big conversation. But the whole point of what we're trying to do here on the channel is we're trying to kind of get the conversations going, because see, when it's all said and done, we want to see people have successful relationships, you know. And I know when we started out, like we had our parents or whatever to look at and make, you know, better choices for ourselves. But when it was all said and done, we had to make our own choices and our own decisions. And we both, Jolie and I, have both experienced heartbreak and just a whole lot, you know, going through life and relationships. And we both have learned a lot. We learned a lot. Now, me personally, I had got to the point where I had felt like I was going to give up on love. I was to that point. You know, I felt like, you know, why I keep wasting my time and people going to be playing games and this and that and the other, you know. I got to that point. But how she changed, let me put this up because I don't want to be looking down there. I'm going to get all my stuff together before it's all said and done. Where it won't be so, where my stuff don't be so ghetto. But what changed my mind is the fact that I knew her for a long time. Let me show my volume up. Okay. Yeah, I knew her for a long time. And I talked about this in a previous video, but I knew her for a long time. And from knowing her and seeing how she moved, you know, seeing her in a long time relationship, and how she handled herself, having to be without that man she loved for a while, and even how she handled it after, you know, he came home, and the way she handled herself, like, and seeing her, I witnessed her just shooting guys down. Guys was constantly trying to holler at her, and she was like, no, I got a man. Seriously. And I was like, you know, the person that I was with, I was like, ain't nowhere in the world she would be waiting for me all this period of time like this. Like, I would never believe that she would wait for me. So, you know, I got to know her from that. Then I got to know her as a human being, like just a caring person, you know, care about her. Okay, yeah, the doc. Yeah, care about her her parents. You know, she take care of her parents, her family. Just an all around, just decent, beautiful person. And I got a chance to see that while I was going through my trials and when I went through my heartbreak, like she was there for me. And she was waiting for her man, but she was there for me. She was, you know, rub me on my back and tell me it's gonna be all right. You know, it was nothing, you know, physical or sexual or nothing like that, but she just cared. And she was letting me know that, you know, everything was gonna be all right. You know, just keep my head up and, you know, and it helped. It helped. On a date, I mentioned this before. I asked her out on a date and she turned me down. Which I'm glad she did, because I wasn't quite ready yet. I wasn't ready yet. I still had to shake some stuff off me. I had to shake a little bit of that mama's boy syndrome off of me. I had to get myself to the point where my priorities was better. I had to get my priorities better in line. And by the time we got a chance to go out and start dating, I had my head on straight a lot better. So I'm glad everything worked out the way it is. So the scenarios that we putting up is kind of like what Arsenio Hall used to say, things to make you say, you know, and about all of us, from what I read in the notes, in the comments, about all of us has been through some kind of heartbreak at one point or another. So we all can relate. Just about most of us all can relate to, you know, the situation. So it's just things that we talk about and things that, you know, that's going to help us. That's going to help us for the future. You know, oh, there's somebody else coming in. Show y'all. Somebody else bringing that boat in. They back the truck down there. They ready to head on in. This message is held for review. Well, when I'm looking at that, let me look at y'all messages. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I see why. All right, y'all, I was looking at the messages. I see people are putting like real rude like stuff down there. Like, I don't know why people do stuff like that. Y'all ignore that. But listen, I'm at the lake because I wanted to have this conversation. I did see somebody ask why I was here. I wanted to give y'all a chance to see, you know, one of the places where we go to kind of get our thoughts together, kind of relax or whatever, you know, and that's cool. That's okay. And it's helpful also to a relationship. It's helpful because you need that time. Sometimes you need that time away from each other, and sometimes you need that time together. So when we come down here together and, you know, we sit and just enjoy the view of everything and just talk, that opens up the line of communication that helps us to grow stronger and to grow together. And when we come here individually to think about things and to process things and just to relax, that also helps. So I showed this on my other channel, but I just wanted y'all to have a chance just to see, you know, just how beautiful this is. You know, it's a very, very beautiful place. It's very peaceful. There's no problems. There's no crimes or nothing like that going on down here. Like I said, if you was a person that liked to fish, you know, it'd be a good place to come and fish or whatever. And if you're just a person that want to chill, it's a good place to come and chill. So let me see what else we got. This place is called The Lake. It's in a town called Tabor City, North Carolina. It's a lot of, they got a place down here where older folks go, and they have like little activities and stuff like that for them. All right, y'all, I apologize. Wait a minute, my back. Yeah, I apologize. I'm gonna have to cut this video short. Got an emergency situation at the house. But listen, I mean, it's not emergency, but it is emergency. So listen, I'll get back up with y'all. I'll redo this. I'll set another time, and I'll make sure that I'm on time this time. I appreciate all y'all love and support. I appreciate all the comments, all the likes, everything. We really appreciate it. We're gonna keep you know, putting out material that's helpful to us, help us to learn some stuff, and help us to help each other to get beyond some stuff. We here to help. We motivators, you know. So that's all I got for now. I'm gonna head on back. I would talk to y'all on the way, but they don't play about having the phone use while you're driving. So I'll see you on the next one. Remember, as I always say, love, peace, and blessings to all of y'all. All right, I see you on the next one. Peace out.